Alrighty, there we go. We are live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's good to be back. It's another day, and yeah, I'm excited to show you guys how our CWL is going. Hope you guys are all doing all right. And yeah, hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you guys early. That's my friend Saddam on the Twitch chat, and Krish in the YouTube chat. Good to see you guys. Give me one quick second. And Hamza, hello. Good to see you, bro. I want to make sure that you guys can all see the chat this time. I did have some issues yesterday with the music, with the chat, but I double checked everything. We should be good. And yeah, sweet. Hope you guys are all good. Out of the cot, thanks, bro. Let's see. Yeah, we had another good day in CWL. Our second clan, which is in Titan 3, unfortunately did have a loss, and it was pretty crazy, I gotta say. They did a good job in day 1 to get 44 stars, but then in day 2, they did have a loss. I'll show you guys. And yeah, I'm looking over this clan quite a bit. Leo, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. So it was a little unfortunate about this loss because, first of all, the biggest thing was the fact that the enemy forgot to put CC troops in all of their bases. And so, if it were me attacking, it would have been a free triple on every base. I wouldn't have had to worry about the CC. I would have had some plan for that, like getting rid of the poison spell maybe. Although poison is good for the Guardians now. And the truth is that they did do a good job against us to score 44 stars. They have also missed on other clans. Like, they missed 5 stars here today in day 3, and they missed 7 stars in day 1. Not so sure how they managed to perform so well against us. But unfortunate how that went, and I still think that that clan has a good chance to promote. That's what I think about that. Cameron, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. And Sud, hey, what's going on? Appreciate you guys all tuning in early. And yeah, I do have to thank my team again for setting me up with 29 stars. It's very similar to yesterday, how I went into my attacks also with 29 stars. And I do want to start the stream off first by letting you guys know that there are some game-breaking bugs still in the game. First of all, there's one regarding the global chat. I want you guys to be aware of all these bugs before you get affected by them. Let me get my phone ready to show you how this bug goes. I think I'm going to go to this account here. Okay. So essentially what I'm going to do is send an empty request like this. And then I'm going to go into global chat. And then I'm going to donate myself and just watch. Actually, this time it doesn't look like I had any issues. But sometimes when you have the global chat open, let's see if on my other accounts I can try to replicate the issue. It doesn't always happen, but it happens enough for me to be able to show you guys. I'm sure I can show you guys at least once. Actually, I did use Blower like an hour ago on my Town Hall 16 account, and 2-starred against Town Hall 18, thought it was my skill that cost me. Well, if you use it in a CWL attack, you should be careful. If you insta-press the flame blower, it goes to the bottom of the map. Yeah, that's the giant arrow will do that too. You can't like insta press it like too fast, otherwise the giant arrow will, or the flame blower I guess now, will do exactly that. So let me close the game. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna go for an attack, and before you go for an attack, you always want to force quit the game and not touch the global chat. At this point, you do not touch the global chat. And the reason is because when you have the global chat open while there's an active request for troops, then the game can crash. In my last 2 streams, I demonstrated that successfully. So I was about to do that this time, but I didn't want to delete my request and then have to wait 10 minutes for another request. So I decided to go for the attack instead. That's a misplaced invis, actually. If I can grab the poison tower, I guess that's fine. Just like that, I'll take that. And I guess we can start the roots. I don't want this freeze to affect me too much. I probably should have dropped a ice golem in front or something, but the totem spell is fine there. Here's the queen arrow. This is me just attacking a Town Hall 16 base with a Town Hall 17 account, nothing too special. I don't even think any CC troops came out. I'll just poison the enemy queen. Let's drop the overgrowth like so. That way we keep everything moving, hopefully north through the base. Doing overgrowth like this on the Town Hall 16 bases is really strong. Like basically any Town Hall level where you have Town Hall poison, then you want to cover the Town Hall and then destroy the Town Hall last. I haven't mentioned this anytime recently because Town Hall 17 and Town Hall 18 don't have Town Hall poisons anymore. I do miss that mechanic. That used to be a nice mechanic, but see, from this angle, the Town Hall poison's barely gonna affect my army. Like, barely. So that's why that overgrowth is good. Swagger Rage. And here now, hopefully, I can show you what the issue is. Okay, so let me open the global chat. I'll hang out here for a second. And I'll hang out with you guys in the chat. Hope you guys are all good. It's good to be back. Back another day. Okay, so now that I've had the global chat open, I'll send a request. And let's see if this will crash the game or not. Maybe not. I've just donated myself a freeze and that did go through. Let's see, let me bring my other account. So this time no issues, but earlier today I did notice an issue. But like I said, it's not every time. So essentially my point with that is that before you go into the attack, you want to make sure that you force quit the game like this, and then go into the attack. Man, Gocha, hey, what's going on? I think it's fixed. It's absolutely not fixed, because it just happened. It just happened to me, like, earlier today. And even before the maintenance break, it wasn't happening every time. It doesn't happen every time, but it happens often enough that it can screw you out of an attack. For example, here, in day 1, one of our members had his game crash in the middle of his attack, and so he ended up only with 38%. and I'm 100% sure it was because of the global chat. And yeah, so my point is that you just got to make sure that you don't touch the global chat right before you go into an attack after you force quit. Let's do that second attack here. Hey bro, good morning. Yeah, I got 3 stars on that base. Whose plan I told you? Oh, good. You told me about a base in the other clan. I'm glad that went through. Very nice. That was a good plan you had. Okay. Let's go for this. I don't remember if I force quit the game or not, so I'm just gonna be careful. But yeah, it happened to me just earlier, like less than a few hours ago. Where do I put the RC here? I guess here is fine. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's a Town Hall 15 base, like a fresh Town Hall 15. Let's chip this archer tower. And that should funnel the RC to go to the scatter shot. Just like that. I got hit by the scatter shot once, which is not ideal. With a perfect invis timing, you can avoid the scatter shot fire. That's a double cycle because I missed the invis. Alrighty, and chip that elixir collector. This arrow is hopefully going to set the king up to go inside that compartment, although I do need some wall breakers. And probably also this ice golem. I don't think that there's CC in here also, so I'm probably going to end up swagging my poison. Unfortunately, my king walked outside. That was definitely a mistake. Not that it's going to cost me, but that's not what I intended. It's never really a bad thing for the king to walk outside the base with this equipment combination anyway. The snake bracelet and the spiky ball. Nice freeze, and yeah, it's crushed. Are you attacking a Town Hall 15? Aren't you ashamed? A little bit. Just a little bit. I'm also playing Titan 2, that's awesome. Which clan are you playing? I wonder what your group looks like, what kind of clans you found in your group, or where you're playing. Hope it's going well for you. And that's another 45 done. We could have had 45 on day 1 if that, if the game didn't crash, right? So let's open the global chat. Oh, I want you guys to see the bug for yourselves. Although if the bug doesn't do what I expect it to do this time, then you won't see it. But at the beginning of yesterday's stream, it happened. Once Dhoom said he is not humble, I am not humble. If you like really know me, then you'll know I brag a lot about many various things. Okay, I'll try to donate myself now. And it looks like it went through. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't happen every time, and it's also, I notice it's not only with donations, but sometimes it's when anyone in the clan chat shares a replay or does a friendly challenge, something like that, then the game will crash. And so that's essentially what I think happened with Sire here on day 1, was that he had the global chat open before he went for this attack, and either somebody filled some of his CC that was remaining that he didn't bring to the attack, or somebody shared a replay, or something like that, right? And the game crashed in the middle of the attack. And it also happened to me in Legends 1 a few days ago. So just be aware of that. And here's also this, guys. I want to show you another bug, which is this right here. This is with the blower. This happened in a CWL attack with one of my friend's clanmates. And so here you can see clearly, I mean, the video is a little compressed, but you can see clearly that he has the backpack equipped. And when he presses the ability, the backpack never goes off. And I'm sure it has something to do with the rework that they did in the latest update. Essentially, the backpack got swagged. You are good and humble. Honestly, I wish, bro. But I gotta say, in order to be like one of the best, you know, you do have to be. You do have to have a little bit of an ego. That's the truth. You know, being humble is cool and all, but when you look at like the best out of any sport, I promise you they had some kind of ego. And not that that's an excuse or anything, but that's just naturally how it is. So that's the issue with the blower right now, and why I am choosing to avoid it at all costs. I would hate that I ran the blower in the backpack and then the backpack just didn't go off for some reason. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of those bugs before we got into the nitty-gritty with Titan 2. And yeah, so let's go back to GE. And before I do my attacks, I do want to go through every one of these replays my teammates did. Here's Destro attacking number 1. He's an amazing player. I'm sure many of you guys already know him. He's the number 1 player out of Nigeria. And I'm glad that he agreed to play with us. Definitely doing a great job on his attacks. So far, no issues. I think I saw this live and it went kind of close, if I'm not mistaken. This overgrowth was nice. Whenever I see this base in Legends, I go for an overgrowth like that. Although the only real issue so far is how early his Duke died. He had the backpack fire hearts, but shortly after his backpack, he lost the Duke, which is never ideal. Even with the revive spell, you still want to keep the Duke around for as long as you can. And so there's the revive. Nice totem spell there to keep the Prince a little healthy. And the Queen being alive here is really awesome because she's gonna eventually turn around to pick up this air defense. Just like so. And yeah, that basically eliminates the last threat on the base. Another nice attack from Destro. Queen put in a shift for him. He absolutely did. AJ, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. Sweet. Yeah, that was a nice hit from Destro. And here's Teamper on number 2. Teamper was busy earlier today with stage 2 in the monthly qualifiers. So I'm glad that he made the time to come over and do a nice attack. As you can see by the replay, like, it's 1 minute 39 seconds. And he hasn't even dropped a troop. And so, yeah, he clears this base in almost just like 90 seconds. I'm surprised by this combination that Teamper's using. I don't want to say it's bad or anything because obviously it works for him. But it's almost outdated in a way. Like, you don't really see many people running the Stun Blaster anymore, right? but his combination here with the Duke works well because he does a good job of keeping the Duke alone from any air troops in the area. And so the Duke does get some nice value with the Stun Blaster. And yeah, personally I wouldn't pick this base simply because of the air bombs with this kind of a strategy. But obviously it doesn't seem to phase him even in the slightest. Nice overgrowth. Revive the Duke, and yeah, he still has a rage spell and a free spell to manage this area under overgrowth, so definitely crushed. He has a clear understanding for the strategy. But yeah, as I was saying, it seems like most people now with Hydra go for Duke Charge with the Electro Fangs, or they go for Backpack like me. So nice to see that that still works as effectively as it does. Mechanic, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate that. The stream so far has just begun, so you are early enough to see a lot of nice attacks. This is Victoria, who is one of the top players out of Pakistan. He's a good friend of my clanmate Faizi, so that's how we got connected with him. Did a nice Duke Charge here. This is Duke Charge into Dragon Riders, pretty common strategy these days, but common for a good reason, because it's very effective. Seems like the Fox was trapped, but he managed to get the Fire Spitter and the Monolith, as well as a moderate CC pull. He's probably going to end up killing the CC altogether. And yeah, this entry into the Rage Tower. Definitely a reasonable entry, especially with a early Warden ability like this. A nice overgrowth. It's debatable in some ways because of that Rage Tower. I typically like to wait for the Rage Tower to go off first and then drop the overgrowth. But he has a freeze, which is good for that multi-Inferno and the Super Wizard Tower once it wakes up from the overgrowth. And yeah, he also has a good angle for the revive as well, so I'm sure that's gonna, yeah, there it is. And I'm sure this freeze will drop here, right? Yes, it does. That's literally the only other good place for a freeze at this point. And yeah, this was crushed with a Swag Invis. Very nice attack. Have you seen the new crafted defense leaks? Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting what they have planned. I hope that they don't switch up on us, because I remember there was one time we had a crafted defense leaked in the game and then something totally different happened. I don't remember exactly what happened there. But the new crafted defenses do look pretty interesting. There's one called the Hero Hunter, which essentially is like imagine like a Super Wizard Tower, except headhunters. It has about the same HP, the same range. I don't know about the attack speed, but it should be quite effective. I imagine it will be good to put near the Town Hall, especially with a group of enemy heroes with the Guardians. This is Undertaker attacking. He brought Duke Charge into Super Bowlers. I think that he wanted to go for Super Bowlers on this base because of the Air Bomb's crafted defense. But also I had this base save, so I managed to get some good practice with him. He tripled it a few times in Legends 1 before he went for this attack. And yeah, when you have a base like that and you're planning Super Bowlers, it's always good to test with a triple ice golem CC, just in case that is what you come across in CWL. In this case, we found a furnace and 2 ice golems, so he was quite well prepared for that, I'd say. Does look a little shaky, but it does ultimately go through in the end. A little bit concerned for how that would play if the ice block stacks. Oh, you mean this ice block spell? To be honest with you, I think that he brought the ice block because of his attack from yesterday. I don't think he actually intended to bring the ice block. This angle for the Duke revive was perfect because it sent the Duke directly into the air defense, which I think made a difference in the end. This came down to just like the Duke, I think, only. Yeah. Like, here's the logger, right? And at this point, I was thinking, uh-oh, this can fail. You know what I would have done is I would have dropped all of my minions here and then done the ice block on the minions. That's what I would have done. I'm just gonna 4x this because it obviously goes through. And so, yeah. Anyway, let me read up on the chat I missed. So we all agree the Hero Hunter looks the deadliest. It is definitely an interesting concept. And Cake is a good second on stall bases. I'm thinking, you think so? Like triple ice golems with the Cake. That sounds good, actually. Namely, double poison or teaser town halls. That makes sense. I would definitely... I could see that happening. So, crafted defense will be... Yeah, it's only available for Town Hall 18s. And, for example, once we get Town Hall 19, then we won't see any more crafted defenses on Town Hall 18 bases. That's how that works. It's always only for the highest Town Hall. This is Victorio again. He has, I think this is Zapquake with the backpack. Let's see what he opts for his backpack target. I think it was the Inferno and both the spell towers. With the arrow, skeleton spell for the monolith. He does need a totem right away again. There it is. Yeah, the monolith is going to go down because of the fire heart, but it's not exactly ideal that the Duke died so early in this case. Nice warden ability. Worried about the queen, she goes down. Yeah, so at this point only the warden and the prince are alive. So you need a good angle on the revive for the Duke, which especially when he dies so early, that's not always guaranteed. And there's the revive. I'm probably gonna see a freeze here. There it is. Nice orb. And yeah, the base is just getting swarmed. Eventually all these Dragon Riders go behind the Fire Spitter. And that's enough to finish the base. Nice invis. And that's GG's for that base. Nice attack, nice plan. Here's Victorio. He did miss once. So I'll show you guys just once to see essentially what went wrong here. On its stats it mentions every town hall. Nah. Really? Every town hall? Wow. That would be interesting, actually. That would be interesting. So yeah, it looks like he misses the Duke charge just a little bit. The Fox did end up going into some bombs. You can see the scorch marks there from all the bombs. And so, yeah, the only way to recover a Duke charge like this is with the rocket loons like he did, or potentially with the RC. In this case, he has the queen. So obviously he wanted to pick up, I guess, these defenses here, but the sweeper and the air defense is eventually going to kill him. I guess the Fireheart does, but this could have gone better with the Duke charge. I think that the biggest question mark here was the pathing, right, to go into this core area. He does an overgrowth here, that makes sense. But yeah, I gotta be careful because the Prince is going off this way. He needed a good Warden ability, there it was. But because of the Prince going this way, the Warden doesn't cover some of these Dragon Riders. So yeah, the funneling for the Prince wasn't exactly perfect. It's tough to funnel him, I'll say. And yeah, here's the Skywagon. It seems like the Skywagon separated as well. We had a fail in Titan 3, which was pretty similar, where the Dragon Riders and the Prince went one way and the Skywagon went the other way. So it does seem a bit detrimental to the success of the attack. And so yeah, this does ultimately fizzle out to the high 80s, 88%. Let's see. He looked for my Discord. Here, I'll drop my Discord username in the stream chat. 1 second. Yes, there's new levels for each Town Hall starting at 12. What does that mean? I'm missing some chat, so I want to make sure I'm caught up on the chat. Ain't no lower Town Hall upgrading it, though 90% of them will have it level 3. I think that is correct. Man, need help in my RC Charge Hydra attack. RC Charge Hydra is a little outdated. You might want to consider switching to Duke Charge. That's what I think about that. There's new levels for each Town Hall starting level 12. Seems to be for the Town Hall Cups. That makes sense. To add the crafted defenses for Town Hall Cups. That does make sense. RC is so much better than the Queen when using Duke Charge. It helps a lot if you miss any value. Helps a lot. I don't really want to upload any edited videos while I'm getting back into the groove of things, but trying to get the T2 creator status. To be honest with you, I'm personally not interested in joining the creator program because I think that the creators are all incentivized in some way to fluff their opinions some way or another. And this is Victorio with his last attack, I think, going for another Duke Charge. Oh, and this was, I saw this live. This was the very first attack that he did. And I gotta show you guys this one thing. Here's the second invis, and Archer started coming out, but the Archer started getting pulled because of the Inferno Dragon that was over here, so that made me a little nervous. But the chains do kill some of the Archers, and look, this invis that he's about to do right here is the most amazing invis I've ever seen, because the Duke is clearly going to go for this Archer next, right? And then he makes it invisible. That was like this invis placement was like the best invis placement of this entire war, because otherwise the Duke was going to follow this Archer to go all the way to 6 o'clock. And so yeah, he double cycles here because he doesn't want any more drama with the Duke Charge, and the CC goes down. I remember when I saw that live, I noticed it and I was like, wow, because I know myself and I know I would not have made that Archer invisible just by mistake. So that was pretty cool. The Duke's gonna stay alive for a while too, because the defenses are isolated. Pretty cool. Let's see. I haven't seen Rage being used with all riders. It can work. It can work. I think that a big reason players like to use the Rage spell is it's like a compensation for not having the Rage Gem, because the Rage Gem is still quite effective. That's kind of what I think. Totem and freeze on entry. You mean for that attack that he missed, potentially. RC is just better because you can clean up the DD's mess or back end heavy defenses. It's a little more versatile, but if the sweepers are in the middle of the base, it's potentially an issue for the RC. Did yesterday one star base defend today also? I'm not so sure actually. It looks like it did not. It did not, because my bases were the only ones that defended. These two. So that one star base that Undertaker ran got tripled. Okay, here's number 12, and this was done by Faizi. I told him to go for this base because he's been doing a great job lately with the Queen Charge and the new Monolith Arrow epic equipment. And yeah, I mean, you can see clearly here that the value is so high. First of all, there's all these heroes, right? But also the Town Hall, the Super Wizard Towers, and the Guardian. Like, the Monolith Arrow is always going to get the best value wherever there is the most HP. So he gets the enemy king down, and he's just trickling ice golems. There's the multi-gear, and then next is a logger, which goes down in 3, 4, 5, 6 strikes from the queen. Like, that is just insane. And then he drops an invis. That's the first invis, by the way. He killed the king, the duke, the guardian with before he even dropped his first invis. Like, that's just insane. And then here he picks up the Town Hall. And gets the Prince Chu and an early CC pull. There's the revive, or the recall. Very nice setup on this base. I guess the only thing is a good follow-up, because you do have the lava launcher. And every time I plan the attacks with him, I always get worried about that lava launcher, but he is always so confident that it's not going to cause any issue for him. I still think that the lava launcher is very strong, even after the nerf that it got. So I do admire his confidence, but if it were me attacking, I would come up with some different kind of plan. Maybe a follow-up with Hydra, I guess. Obviously, this works out in the end. Like, imagine you have only 48% of the base done, and the rest of the base goes down in 41 seconds. In 40 seconds. Like, that's just crazy. I guess the speed of the Super Bowlers is enough to counteract how slow that the lava launcher is. Faizi, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. I'm showing off your attack right now. Attack GE for Indonesia. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What is your clan CWL league? We are in Titan 2. That's where we are. Thanks for the follow, GM guy. Appreciate that. Yeah, nice attack done here. Number 13. This is an Angry Jelly Queen charge this time, again with the Monolith Arrow. And I do think that the favorite for the piece of equipment to pair with the Monolith Arrow is the action figure. Not just among this guy, but also among a bunch of pros. I'm seeing a lot of action figure together with the Monolith Arrow. That Wallbreaker was unfortunate. It got killed by the Bomb Tower and the Super Wizard Tower. But the funneling of the Queen here was perfect. Nice invis. Picks up the Revenge Tower. And the Queen has a clear path to go and pick up the Fire Spitter. Very nice. Also the CC. I think he goes invisible one more time. He does. Just to make sure that the Fire Spitter goes down. That was a nice invis. GDDG, hey, what's going on? Good to see you guys all here. And there's the recall. So there's a clear entry to go behind this other fire spitter. And yeah, the king got funneled nicely into this compartment with the Duke working on the outside. There's the stun blaster. I think that was forced. Maybe he pressed it, but I don't know. Spiky Ball picks up that second poison tower. That's a little bit of RNG, but he got it. Very cool. The queen goes down from the logger, but I mean, honestly, most of the base has already been dealt with at this point. I'm surprised you aren't running a revive spell with this composition, but it's also probably because of the queen charge. It makes sense to have like an extra rage for her or something. But obviously a revive is always nice when you run the Dragon Duke, isn't that right? Do you guys talk with the outside players in GE right now before they're hit in CWL? I don't know what you mean by outside players. Oh, you mean like Destro and Teamper? No, they've just been joining and hitting and doing a great job. Hiroya, Destro, and Teamper. Victorio is planning his hits with us, so is Undertaker. But these three guys, they tend to just join the clan, do their hit, and then leave. But they're also the first ones to attack. We always let them have the freedom of choice. That way, they don't feel any pressure to like close for us, if that makes sense. It's usually Faizi and I acting as the closers. That's usually how it goes. And number 15, this is Hiroya. He went with a Duke charge. I remember watching this live. This was at the beginning of the war. Very nice Duke charge. The Fox hit some traps, but he manages it quite nicely. He goes for rocket loons over here to make sure that the Duke stays inside. Nice invis there. And something pulled the... yeah, he dropped a minion over here so that it could pull the air skeletons out this way. And then, yeah, just the way that he manages skeletons and CC troops is honestly, like, it's amazing, I gotta say. Nice Duke charge. He triggers both of the Rage Spell towers and kills the CC. And yeah, the RC is just there behind to pick up the rest of this funnel. The rest of the Dragon Riders will obviously go in on this other side. So you and Faizi are the only GE members playing in GE right now, that is correct. We were expecting very tough competition, so I tried to get as many pro players on our side as we could. Finally got a defense on your base, that's awesome. If you're playing in normal mode, that is a huge deal. Very rare to get defense in normal mode. He went for an overgrowth over there. Definitely an interesting overgrowth. Personally, I would have done it where it covered the Revenge Tower, but I can understand why he didn't do that, because sometimes putting overgrowth on the Revenge Tower makes it stronger, right? But here in this case, it's already full power. But when the overgrowth wakes up back after the Revenge Tower and you don't have a good angle to turn right back into it, it can be tricky to deal with, so that's why he left it exposed, I'm assuming. Nice freeze there. And yeah, the rest is just the Dragon Riders cleaning up. There's still a few Inferno Drags, the Prince, and I'm pretty sure the Duke will also stay alive as well. Another nice attack from Hiroya. And yeah, that was all 29 stars. If you guys want to go back and watch any of these, just go ahead and hit the rewind. Oh, you are playing in Titan, that's awesome. There was somebody that said they were playing in Titan 2, I think that was you, right? I wonder what your group looks like. Okay, so this base. This is a base it's funny because I saw Hiroya running this. I saw him in Legend League, and he was running this base. And I did triple him. That did go through. Essentially, my plan with this is I'm going to use a couple rocket loons on the bomb tower and the archer tower, and hit the arrow through this spell tower. And I don't think I can get much with only one quake over here. I think that I do need 2 or 3 quakes, and potentially I can just get away with only using 2 quakes on this side to destroy this spell tower. I do think that is potentially the case here. I would do the arrow first to trigger the Invis spell tower, and then I would do the Duke and the backpack. I just want to make sure I got the center lines correct, because sometimes the Duke doesn't go through the exact center of the base. So let me break out the ruler here. You're also in Titan 2. Which clan are you playing? I always wonder about the other groups, how their things are going for them. So obviously here is the center tile, right? So if you drop the Duke right here, right in front of this ricochet, actually he is gonna go at a slight angle where it doesn't hit the sweeper, right? You want him to hit the sweeper. So I do think that dropping the Duke actually right here is optimal, at least to try to hit the sweeper. And hitting that sweeper is good, obviously, because once this Invis tower is done, he's just going to go directly in like this. But if you have the sweeper there, then he might need a freeze or a totem. So don't drop the Duke. If you see this base, don't drop the Duke directly in front of the ricochet. It's a little misleading because this is the center tile and the ricochet looks like it's centered, but it's not. That's the one thing that I learned when I saw Hiroya in Legends with this base. I felt bad destroying him because it wasn't only just him, but it was also the same account that he's playing here with. So, a bit of a net negative. Or I guess a net 0, if that makes sense. So yeah. The plan here is pretty simple. I'll do the Hydra over here, and then just manage over here with the whatchamacallit, totems and whatnot. It sucks because I know that the blower will get good value, but I'm also concerned about the fact that the blower is bugged. I showed you guys here, like this is what happened with one of our friends' clanmates with the blower, and I wonder if it's because of the enemy Duke, like the fact that the Duke was aggroed, but the backpack never went off. This happened just a few days ago. So obviously the blower is good here, but is it worth risking potentially that the backpack doesn't go off? I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. And Hamza, that's you that switched. You're also in Titan 2? No, you're in Titan 3. If you're R Hamza, then I know who you are now. Fireball time? I was actually considering a fireball, but I'm always nervous to use it against lava launchers. So I think I'm gonna stick with my gut here and stick to the normal plan. That's what I'm thinking. Saw another example on Twitter. Okay, And if you can pull that up, then let me know if the Duke was fighting a enemy hero or not, because I think that's essentially what it is. I would have to use the Angry Jelly for sure, but before I do that, I would snipe the Archer Tower somehow. A couple Rocket Loons. I just don't want to have 0 Rocket Loons, because I would use 2 over here and 2 here, and then 2 here, I guess. I don't want to be left without any Rocket Loons for anything. So that's my plan for that. What do you think, guys? Should I run the blower or not? I'm not so sure. Was a few hours ago. You can try to find it. Yeah, there's a history on X now. That's something they added kind of recently. You can go back to the history. Is Phoenix and the Fireheart good with the modifiers? I can show you. Timper ended up using the Phoenix and the Fireheart. But obviously, to get the most out of it, what you need to do is to make sure that the Duke stays alone, because while the Duke is under Phoenix, he still has that Royal Rampage. So I'll show you at least this beginning part of the attack. There's no air troops in this area, so the Duke together with the Phoenix does get some extra value. And the Fireheart also has death damage, which is nice. So if you want to blower, just run Fireball instead, because the blower is risky. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. The Fireball is obviously safer for that kind of an idea. Okay. It's about time that we start moving into the attacks. I do want to show you guys the other bases, what I have planned. And so for this one, essentially what I want to do is 1 Quake over the Lava Launcher and 2 Quakes over the Inferno, and hit the CC with the Backpack Arrow. There's an easy arrow from that Elixir Collector. And I would love if I could pick up the Monolith as well, but I have a feeling I'm just going to manage it like with totems and freezes. That's what I'm thinking. And then I will send the Hydra to go into this Revenge Tower. That's the plan for this base. I'm new to modifiers, so I'm learning, but I've been enjoying getting suicidal fireballs on one invis and an actual fireball on the other invis. What does that mean? You're doing 2 fireballs in 1 attack? Our CWLs, no modifiers, that helps a lot. And Diego, hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. I just noticed that. Okay, and so that's my plan for number 6. I like that plan a lot because it goes behind the sweepers. And so essentially my plan here for number 7 is that I'm going to chip these couple of Elixir Collectors and then shoot the arrow from the Dark Elixir storage and hit the Revenge Tower and the Monolith. You could argue hitting the CC could be better in some cases, but the truth is that, I don't know, I think getting the Revenge Tower makes sense with this approach too, because once this multi-inferno goes down, then the funnel for defenses essentially goes as deep as the Town Hall, once these 3 defenses go down. And so I'll put my Hydra to go early into the Monolith. But the other thing as well is that I need a good placement for the Prince, so that he can go and pick up the long shots, and obviously the Town Hall. I would probably use Overgrowth over this second Rage Spell Tower. I think that the Duke is going to go this way into the multi-gear, which is totally cool. He might end up going into the enemy Prince. I'm also cool with that. And yeah, I think this plan is pretty straightforward. There's probably going to be Teslas in this area, so I'll be sure to test for those. And even if a Tesla does pop up, it's not the worst thing. Truthfully speaking, I can actually shoot the arrow off of the Tesla. That's what I think. Why my messages are being removed, not so sure. Hydra behind the sweepers is good, of course it is, right? These are burnt bases, you can get a scan, you might be right. I've never seen this base before, so I don't know. I still think it's easy. And thanks GM guy, appreciate that. Nice comment. I'm doing my best to explain properly for you guys. About to work today, so be able to catch up. Yeah, it's all good, dude. Appreciate you tuning in. This base is a Legends base. I've literally never seen it until today. This base number 8 I crushed yesterday, and essentially what I did was I dropped my 3 Quakes to cover the Revenge Tower and the CC and the air bombs, but before I went into the attack, I mentioned that there was a chance that the builder could save the Revenge Tower, because there's essentially 2 options, right? You shoot the backpack and the arrow first and then drop the Quakes, and that could potentially go wrong if the CC gets saved by these builder huts. That could potentially happen. Or the other option is to drop the Quakes first and then the backpack and the arrow, and the risk with that is that the Revenge Tower stays up. So instead of taking either of those risks, I'm going to drop the 3 Quakes directly over the air bombs and just get the monolith instead. I think that the early approach with the Hydra into this area here will be able to handle the Revenge Tower pretty easily, because it won't be at its fullest stage, right? Because it doesn't go full power until 50%. So getting the monolith does make sense, especially because I have totems to manage the Revenge Tower. That's what I'll do differently today from what I did yesterday. And then number 14, this is the last base. And my plan for this is I'm going to drop 2 Earthquake spells over here, and then 1 over here on the multi-gear, and hit the arrow in the backpack diagonally. That should be able to pick up the air defense, the Rage Tower, the Fire Spitter, the Multi-Inferno, hopefully the Expo. Like, basically all of this value over here. And also the multi-gear, because I'm combining a Quake there. So hopefully that sets up a nice enough funnel for my Hydra to go into this area. Like, I'll deploy it to go this way over here, and bring a skeleton for the monolith, and the rest is just managing the spells. That's what I think. What's the more difficult spell tower? Double Rage is stronger than you think. I think that, especially in Legend League, Double Rage seems to be working the best on defense, although I'm seeing a lot of invis now because lots of players are going with plans that like don't have Giant Arrow, don't have Log Launcher, stuff like that. So that's why invis is trending in Legends 1 at the moment. Personally, I would definitely pick some Poison or some Rage kind of setup. Are Siva Taiwanese? Nope, they are Korean, South Korean. They have a whole big group, and they many different clans, and they're all from Korea. And this clan is a group of rankers. Like this one has 580. This guy has 914. These guys are definitely pushing 227, 550. Like, this is definitely a serious push clan, even though it's just their second clan. Have you ever seen an Earthquake spell tower? I did see people trying to run it in the beginning, but obviously nobody uses it these days. It's really unfortunate that we got our first level of the spell tower in like 3 years, and then it ended up being total garbage. I'm definitely still disappointed by that. I'm getting my army ready to attack. And it should be good, right? Why does this say I'm missing stuff? Like, that exclamation mark there says I'm missing stuff. But that's not true. I've got 2 sieges, 4 spells, and 55 troop space. That's bugged. And yeah, we're playing Clash of Bugs, aren't we? Let's fill up. Alrighty guys, thanks for being patient. It's been an hour. I've just been kind of going over attacks and plans and whatnot, but I am finally ready to go for hits. Hey guys, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Fortnite Learner and PNG Flow. Good luck for CWL. Thank you so much. Maybe if Meteor Golems were meta, it would be used. They were meta back in November. I had a good Legend season in November with Meteor Golems. One Siege is missing. Are you sure? Well, now it doesn't say it's empty, which is unusual. I think it has something to do with the fact that my real CC was empty. Good luck. Thank you guys. I will definitely try my best. I'm a little nervous, obviously, because I can't really afford any fails today. That's kind of how I feel. I can also try to arrow the sweeper. I don't think that's a bad idea. Try to arrow the sweeper because it'll also probably hit the Invis Tower. I think that sounds alright. I would do the arrow first and then send the Duke. And I still feel like Fireheart's a good option in this particular case, especially if the Duke somehow dies in this area. Like, I have a feeling he'll end up pulling CC and getting hit by the logger, and so he might die in this area and pick up some value with the death damage. So I don't hate the Firehearts, but I don't love the fact that I know that the blower is bugged. Matt is paying players to stay there. Of course they are. We're trying to go in Titan Leagues for CWL and Champs 1 and 345 stars. That's awesome. I hope you guys get 385, but the difficult thing about 385 is the fact that you need to win every war. And there's a lot of draws happening still in Champ 1. Alrighty. First the rocket loons, then the arrow, and then the backpack. I think that's how I'm gonna hit this. I guess I don't want to bring a third Quake. That third Quake doesn't really get a whole lot of value. So I'll bring another totem. There's no skeleton spell value either, so I do think that the extra totem is best. Pop a hero potion, and yeah, let's go for this. Combo Revenge and CC, I'll probably do an Overgrowth. Double Invis in Titan 2 is crazy. You think so? I think what they're trying to defend is Duke charges. But obviously, good clans will always think outside the box and go for some kind of an alternative approach. Alrighty, let's go for it. So first those rocket loons to snipe the couple of defenses. The Duke has an angry jelly, that's why. I did unfortunately miss the arrow. I meant to hit the sweeper, but it's fine. Let's use a freeze there. I'll probably use my second freeze over the I forgot to drop those quakes, didn't I? Really need the queen to pick up an air defense before she goes down. And she does exactly so. And I think that that's GG's for this base. Not the smoothest hit. I completely forgot to drop the Quakes on the right side invis tower. And so I'm glad that that didn't cost me in the end. Definitely a mistake. Yeah, Rage and Heal is a good combo for dragons. Yes, I use. Okay, I'll show you exactly what I use in Legends, because I had a very nice Legend League day. I totally forgot to mention that. But yesterday, across my 6 accounts, I averaged 307.333, and I had 4 of my accounts in the top 200, and the other 2 were, one was in the top 500 and one was in the top 1000, and I used the Rage Gem Healing Tome. So definitely an underrated combo. I'll show you guys all how my offense went. Like yesterday was 309, here I did 310, 306, 320. I think the lowest I did yesterday was like 297. Nice one, thank you. Appreciate that. What time zone are you? I'm over closer by the West Coast in the US. I'm actually in Vegas. So that's Pacific Daylight Time. It's not Pacific Standard Time because we have daylight savings. So a nice first attack. I'm glad that went through despite completely forgetting to drop the Quakes. That was a lack of focus, kind of a mistake, I'll be honest. I expect better for myself there. Does the Rage spell stack with the Rage Gem? Nope, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. Is this your normal stream time? Yeah, I do like to start my streams around the same time that the Legends Day resets. Although I've kind of been starting like a half hour after reset recently, just to give myself a chance to really be ready, you know? Nice Legends results, thank you. Using bowlers, but I think air armies are more consistent. I'll tell you exactly what I think. It's I think that right now the data does favor air armies in the top 1000. Did you use Rage on this attack? No, just the Rage Gem. W Scenery, thank you. So what I was going to say is I think that in the top 1000, a lot of players are playing with like 4, 5, 6, sometimes more than 6 accounts. Like Vo Team, for example, from Vietnam, he plays with like 10 accounts. And the only way you can really get all of those attacks done in a reasonable amount of time is with a faster army, right? And that would be some kind of an air attack. So I think that the reason that the data shows that air armies are dominating the top 1000 is essentially because of that. I definitely think that Super Bowlers have a chance to make it to the top 200, but the data is definitely skewed. This was yesterday. This was a 302. So I did 297, 302, 306, 309, 310, and 320 yesterday. Although I must admit that was my best day of the season. It's not like I do that every day. A 307 average is no joke across 6 accounts. Bernal is 1 with them, number 1 with Super Bowlers. Yeah, he's doing a great job on his resets. I don't know where he is. He usually attacks like midday, I noticed that. He's probably knocked down because of everybody going for early hits. I guess that's the case. Victorio is currently global rank 141. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's not on the leaderboard at the moment. So, okay, let's have a look at the next base. It's number 6. I went over my plan, but just to go over it one more time, I'm going to drop 2 Quakes over the Inferno and then 1 over the Lava Launcher. and then shoot the arrow from the elixir collector, and that should get the Inferno, the CC, and the lava launcher. And then the Hydra entry into the Revenge Tower and the Giga Bomb. I'm glad that this symmetrical layout gave me a choice between the Revenge Tower and the multi-gear, because the tougher choice to make is between the Revenge Tower and the Monolith. I definitely think this would have been better as a Monolith, but he decided to go for a Monolith placement near the Town Hall. So it is obvious I have to go into the side of the Revenge Tower this time. I can also try to drop a couple rocket loons on this mortar so that by the time the Duke ends up on the other side, he goes to this right side mortar and then continues on the right side. That will help. Other than that, that is my plan. He's 53 right now. That's pretty darn good. Super Yetis can be quite quick. Super Yetis are trending right now, I will say that. They are trending. I'm going to try Raysham with Healing Tome. Don't go straight into ranked. I will tell you that. You definitely want to do some practice with it first. A lot of people see me crushing bases and they think, wow, that looks so easy. And then they go and try it themselves and end up failing a lot. And that's the reality of the Rage Gem Healing Tome, is that if you're not paying attention to the right stuff, the attack can fall apart pretty quickly. So I definitely recommend doing some practice first. Anyway, I think I'm ready. And the nice thing is I can just bring my Legends army. I will boost up because I'm missing a few hero levels. I would hate to get a 99% without using hero boost, because definitely that means hero boost could have made the difference, right? The Real Mac Attack, hey, what's going on? What do you think about the new Angry spell? It's cool. Definitely cool. I saw some Queen Charge Fireball in Legends too, but I think kind of hard to be consistent with. Yeah, that was Itsu that made that a popular strategy, and Itsu failed on me and did a plus 19, or I guess from my side it's a minus 19, right? And then the next day he saw me on the same account, and so the same base, and he did plus 30 with Queen Charge Fireball. And I'm sure that he was failing a lot more than just on me, to be honest with you. So the biggest reason why I wouldn't trust something like that in Legends is because of the modifiers. Legends 1 has a 20% nerf on all the heroes, and so when your strategy is fully centered around the heroes and trying to sustain them, then you're playing at a disadvantage. That's just the reality. That's why I don't think double hero charge is viable. Okay, let's go for this. This should be an easy triple. I'm not too concerned about this base. Nice backpack, nice arrow, couple drags there for the counter funnel. Totem, I forgot to snipe the, you know. The mortar. Oh, now the warden's going the wrong way. Yeah, that's not good. Hopefully now he can stay on track. Let's try to get a trigger on this Rage spell tower. Once that goes off, I will overgrowth it just like so. And yeah, I have to use the freeze over this air defense. I definitely do not want the air defense to take me down here. And I think that I have managed the base well enough. Not the cleanest hit, especially with the warden going off on me. And see, that's why I wanted to do that couple rocket loons at the start. Was because the Duke ended up going to the left. So no swag revive here, unfortunately. Maybe if I had just let the Prince go to Phoenix, I could have swagged the revive. Potentially. But another easy triple. I think there's only Synthé that can play Rocket Loons in Legend. That's absolutely right. Synthé is one of the best. No doubt about that. Let me see what other chats I missed. The Angry Spell, I think, just needs time. I don't want to give you my honest opinion about it yet, because I think it's only a matter of time before we see somebody find a new meta strategy. Matter of a few days, maybe. I used Rage Champion on my CW attack with the 13 drags and triple. That's awesome. 13 drags is crazy, though, I'll tell you that. I see so many people using bowlers and titans. Yeah, they work. They work. And that was the other thing I was going to mention about the data, is the fact that I mentioned that the upper echelons of Legends 1 is skewed by the players which are playing with multiple accounts. But it doesn't change the fact that the use rate for bowlers between like ranks 2k and ranks 5k is very high. So I think with that data, I would personally conclude that the bowlers are not as effective as air. And when you look at the hit rates, that is also what that suggests. This is a deal clan I'm in, by the way. I'm just trying to make sure I switch my accounts without losing the role. What equipment were you using on the Prince? The Meteor Staff together with the Dark Orb. Orb and Meteor Staff, yep. A YouTuber called Salomon is so good with the new spell. I gotta check that out. I saw Salomon in our Titan 3. He was playing in a clan with 4 of his accounts, and we managed to defeat him. We managed to come in first place in that group. So if you want to go back and check that out, I think that was day 1 of Titan 3. So definitely go have a look at that. Dark Crown or Meteor Staff, it depends on the modifier, which one is better. I would say that in normal mode, the Dark Crown works better. And in the modifiers that the Meteor Staff works better. That's what I think. Don't forget your clan capital attacks. I don't really care for those, honestly. Is it so 4 clans up for Titans 2? It is, yes. It will be all the way until we get Legends populated. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to Legend League CWL and it's still going to be the case that only 1 clan demotes. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Throwers can be good. They're having a shot. There's one player who finished January season rank 1, and his name is Name. Or maybe it's Name. I'll be honest, I don't know. But that's how it's spelt. And he is using throwers and Legends 1. High in rank. If you don't have Meteor Staff, what should I use with the Orb? Definitely the Dark Crown. Or the Henchman Puppet, maybe. So in small groups, it's a 4 promo too? Yes, that's correct. So, even back in the day when it was just 1 clan promoting and 3 demoting, or essentially the way it would happen is that they would drop the 7th and 8th place results. So it would be 1 clan promoting and only 6th place demoting. So if there were an extra 2 clans, then we would see 8th place demoting, but the fact that there's only 6 means that nobody demotes, which is nice. Nice for this group. CE Name, yes, he uses throwers and Legends. He's been attacking me like every day lately. So is backpack coming back to the store? It should soon. Free promo? I don't know if it's a free promo, but we're on track to win this war. So if we win this war, then we definitely have a nice shot to promote. That's what I think about that. We do need my 3 more triples before we win this. So I can use this army I want to boost up. And then what else did I want? I know exactly what I wanted. I wanted sneaky goblins is what I wanted. And the reason for that is because of a couple of elixir collectors. I definitely think that's the best way to manage those. It's just with this 1 sneaky goblin each. I'll test for a Tesla in that area with an archer. That's what I think. Now I may also use throwers in the qualifiers. That makes sense. I see some players using long shot on their bases, and CWL is the logger better every time. In my opinion, yes. If you have the logger upgraded, you should be using that over the long shot every time. That's just my opinion. I guess it's up for debate, but just to keep things simple about my opinion, that's all I'll say. Move, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. I've just done 2 triples, and I've got 3 more to get through. And the only thing I'm worried about in this area is skeletons, because it would have to be that I pull the skeletons with an archer on the side. So I gotta get a good archer placement so that the burst mortar doesn't screw that up. If a Tesla pops in this area, then that's fine, because I can just shoot the arrow from the Tesla. I just want to hit the revenge tower, so definitely I won't miss that. I'll drop 1 sneaky goblin on each of those, and then the arrow. 1 sneaky goblin, an archer, and then the arrow. That's essentially my plan there. 1 dragon, and I think that's all for setup. That's what I think. Oh, Swev, welcome to the stream, bro. Bro, is your channel name Indian? It's not actually. It's based off of the English word Dhoom, D-O-O-M. All of my accounts have an H in their name. Fear, chaos, death. This guy, Death, by the way, that's not me. That's my clanmate Destroyer, but he liked my font, so he kind of stole it. So, that's not me. Okay, number 7. I think this should be an easy triple. I'm gonna bring I guess a skeleton can be okay here. Should help with at least distracting that monolith. There's another base I was planning to bring a skeleton on, but I just noticed that I can get some free value here as well. The only thing is that I need a good placement for the Prince and the Sky Wagon, because those will drop troops that can handle the Town Hall. If I can get a good placement on those, then the rest of the attack should be easy. So let's bring a skeleton, like so. Should I boost my army too? I typically wouldn't say it's worth it, but these 3 quakes are going to get extra value with the extra level. That's what I think, because they do 15% troop damage, which can get some extra value on the Guardian as well. I'm not sure if it affects the Guardian or not, actually, but I think it does. That's what I think. Good luck for that one, thank you. After facing Logger so many times, long shot doesn't seem as intimidating. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly how I feel every time I see the long shot. These fire spitters are good, I gotta say, because they cover the town hall. So there's a chance I might have to do an early overgrowth if there's absolutely nothing in this town hall area except like an infernal dragon or something. Then I'll have to do an early overgrowth on this fire spitter. I'm gonna save my poison for the clan castle I think that's really the best poison value on this base. So, alrighty. I guess I gotta go for this before I psych myself out. So first let's drop a dragon, and then 2 sneaky gobs, and an archer for testing for a Tesla. Thankfully no traps. Very nice. Nice setup there. And yeah, here's where I drop the skeleton. And now I'm gonna drop the prince real close over this way. That way he can get some kind of pathing to go into the town hall ideally. And now the prince goes that way. Queen is still alive, thankfully. Let's drop the overgrowth. And then there's the orb. Let's use poison on the enemy queen, because that's definitely doing some work. My army feels so thin at the moment. I hope that I haven't screwed this up. This doesn't look good, guys. I think we might have a fail here. Where can I drop the last minion? Do I have it anywhere? The super wizard towers cover it. I thought the plan was good, but the deployment of the dragons wasn't that great. Unfortunate. Very close. It was looking okay, but the deployment wasn't that great. I'll be honest. I definitely needed some better way to deal with the monolith. Yeah, these dragon riders, man. And the prince. I kind of swagged a freeze there. I'm a little concerned about percent. I think we missed the percent as well. We have 83 and 88 done, which is a total of 29% missed. And they only failed twice with a total of 24% miss. Yeah, so this is a war loss, guys. That is quite unfortunate, I must say. I think I needed 85%. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right, 85%. Little unfortunate, but I won't let it get to my head. I'm still gonna go for a couple more triples. What else do I have? I have Rage and Havoc, I think. Let's see. Very close. Missed by 0.4%, even if you triple the rest too. Yeah. Where do you think it went wrong? I wanted the prince to stay closer together with the dragons and the dragon riders. I think essentially what I could have done differently was just waited on the Hydra a little bit. That's what I think. Because if I had waited on the Hydra, then some of these defenses would have gone down a little early. That's what I think. Those defenses pulled the Prince and the Dragon Riders, see? So if I had just been a little more patient there, then most of the Dragon Riders would have gone this way. I didn't need these Dragon Riders to go with the Duke this way. So, still a good finish. I mean, not a great finish, obviously, to miss, but for all that went wrong, I think it was alright. How do you have all those accounts at that high level? I've been playing for 10 years, bro. More than 10 years, really. Would it have been better to send the Hydra through the mono? That's exactly what I went for. Thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate that. This base, let's crush it. Let's at least try to get 2 more convincing triples. That way I don't feel too bad about myself. I'll at least boost up. And yeah, let's go for number 8. This one should be an easy triple. To get some nice value there from the backpack arrow. There's a totem there to distract the logger. I was gonna use a freeze, but actually I don't think that the freeze there is actually that great value, especially with the... Where can I use overgrowth? I think here is okay. It's all about managing a split on a base like this. I saw this base in Legends 1 and I tripled it with a swag revive. That's kind of what it's looking like here as well. Probably end up using freeze rate here. And that should be enough to finish the base. With a swag revive, just like yesterday. Do you use super bowlers too? Nah, not personally. I don't. I have used them. I don't have zero experience with them, but I have used them. Personally, I still prefer Hydra at the moment. It seems to be quite effective on a very large number of bases, especially with the meta. Okay, number 14. I had a semi kind of a plan. I wasn't so 100% sure about 14, but once I identified this backpack arrow combo to get these defenses over here as well as the multi-gear, I think I have a good chance to triple here, especially going behind both sweepers. So let's just go right for it. And look at all that value. It looks like I missed somehow the Inferno. I was kind of planning to get that. I'm definitely getting a little bit of a split. So I just gotta be a little careful. This couple of Dragon Riders is gonna do me a nice favor over there. And yeah, the base is crushed. So close, man. That one base got me. And I thought I had a good plan for that base. I didn't do anything too far off the plan, but I still got shut down in the end. And yeah, there it is. Another 3 stars, thank you. Yes, glad that was easy, as I thought it would be. Swag a revive, swag a poison. Too bad I didn't have that revive for the previous hit that I failed. And yeah, we're off just a little bit from the win. So unfortunate how that played out. At least if I had just had some opportunity to pick up some extra percentage. I'm just gonna watch this one more time for my own sake. Definitely should have been patient. Potentially use a freeze here to help the queen and the duke. But yeah, I hear this ricochet. Maybe if I had dropped rocket loons, there would have been a chance for the Dragon Riders to continue to the monolith. That's what I think. And so this way there's 4 Dragon Riders and 3 dragons, is that right? And the Prince and the Skywagon did go to the Town Hall as I intended, but still these 2 Dragon Riders. Very tough how this played out. Very unfortunate. And that's that. Well played by this clan, I must say. They did a good job. It looks like we're in first at the moment, but I don't think we will finish the day in first. We finished the day in second because the Exiled has picked up a plus 10 on their win. And who else? I think that's it, right? Let's see here. So Siva 2 wins, Kurdistan wins, and the Exiled wins. So this clan, Leka Seisler, I don't know if that's how you pronounce their name, is the only clan with 2 losses, and the Exiled is the only clan with 2 wins. So that is where we're at for the group standings. Well played and sorry for the miss. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Nice to see you here on the stream. I did my best. Did my best. Well, this makes the CWL interesting. I think so. We still have a good team that could potentially pick up first in the end. If we can defeat the Exiled on day 4. I think we face them. Day 4. And yeah. Okay, let's go for a few Legends hits, just so that I can feel better about myself. No demotion in your group, that's correct, because we only have 6 clans in the group. If there were 8, then that 8th place spot would be a demotion. Okay, I'm gonna go for a Hydra entry into the CC. I do have to be careful, because if a mass group of headhunters comes out, that could be trouble. Nice backpack. Want to wait for the CC to come out and then pop the healing tome. And there it is. Do have to freeze the air bombs crafted defense. That thing is a kind of a nightmare. I'll use poison on the Guardian. That's my favorite place to use it at the moment. I kind of wish they did it from the beginning, because for a while the poison did not work on the Guardians. And I think that from the beginning it should have. And personally, I would like to see Headhunters snipe Guardians. I still think that would be balanced. Revive the Duke and then drop the skeleton, that swag. I totally forgot to switch that skeleton back to another totem, but didn't make a difference here. The base went down in under 90 seconds. Very nice. Let's switch this skeleton out. I think there's another account I did that, so gotta remember to switch back. Let's go for a few more hits. It's 12:11 a.m. for me, so I only really have time to do like a couple more before I gotta head out. So my plan here is to try to get these buildings with the backpack, the scattershot, the multi-archer, and the super wizard tower. I've seen this base quite a lot, and getting these buildings here sets a nice funnel for the dragons to go into this town hall compartment. There we go. Drop these dragons, drop those, and then the dragon riders. I'll use a totem there on the monolith. Let's use a freeze there and a poison. Another freeze. I think I'm going to use overgrowth like so. And then the orb. Can I get a good angle for the orb? I don't. It's not the best angle just yet. And there's the angle that I wanted. Unfortunately, my Duke just died. Or my, not my Duke, my Warden. So hopefully this is enough that I have left in this core area. And let's revive the Duke now. And I think that this goes through. It would be nice if the Prince would go ahead and grab the sweeper. And if he doesn't, yeah, that means that the Duke won't have enough to finish the job. Very, very close in the end, but not quite. I missed the multi-archer tower in the beginning. There's a potential chance that made the difference. Does arrow and backpack have to be a certain level to be used for what you're doing? I think so, because the arrow got a nerf recently, and now it only does 1500 damage, and the backpack does 2150, whereas previously it was 2000 and 2200, or 2250, I think. To be honest with you, I don't exactly know the limits for the lower levels, but if you want to come to my clan, I can hook you up with that. It's okay, champ. Is it really okay? That was kind of a tough loss, bro. I definitely don't feel good how I lost that. Let's do at least a few more attacks. Usually where you use the 2 freezes for rage defenses. Anytime on a double rage base, you need to control the raged defenses with the freezes. Where's the rocket backpack animation? What do you mean? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Where would I shoot the arrow from here? Probably the mortar. Probably the mortar. I would try to hit the arrow to hit the multi-inferno and the multi-archer tower. And let's snipe the mortar here. That way I can get a direct pathing for the Duke to go into the multi-gear tower. There's so many multis in this game now. It's hard to keep track of. And that is a successful arrow. And so the Duke now should go directly to the multi-gear. He does. And that's nice because that solidifies the funnel. Hopefully the Duke goes next to the other scatter shot. I'm gonna poison right there. He doesn't though. Now he does, thankfully, due to the enemy headhunter that came out. Let's use overgrowth right here and a totem and a few rocket loons to pull the poison tower. Prince, why are you going that way, bro? I'm gonna use poison over here, or freeze, I should say, to hopefully pick up at least one of those enemy hero / guardian. I still have the prince alive and the duke is healthy, so I think that I still have good chances here. And a nice orb, although I think I'm gonna end up freezing as well. Let's use a freeze now. And this does go through with a swag revive. Very nice. I would have preferred if the prince went towards this way and kept the warden going towards the town hall. That would have worked out a little better, but still managed to swag a revive in the end. The fire animation, they changed that days ago. Didn't know that there was a backpack animation like that. Yeah, my backpack is only 15 and it says only 1500 damage. There's a website called Zapquake Calculator. If you Google that, then it's actually going to give you the stats for all the equipments, not just Zapquakes, but every single damage equipment, like the giant arrow and the spiky ball, the fireball, stuff like that. And I think that the website is actually called Zapquakeify or something like that. But if you look up Zapquake Calculator on Google, it's like the first result. Okay, looks like I'm attacking somebody named Pain from July. Let's see. I think I want to snipe these mortars so that the Duke can have a pathing to go from the Wizard Tower to the Monolith, hopefully. I would drop one baby dragon on that mortar and then a couple rocket loons on the other one. But there is a lot of backpack value on this base, so. And an easy arrow. Tons of backpack value. Probably gonna use a freeze this time. And unfortunately for me, everything is splitting again. This is really the big problem with the Duke on these kind of bases, is that he tends to go the wrong way. And that has a potential to pull the warden. And the Duke is dead already, so I'm just focusing on the town hall. Because obviously that needs to go down, right? I think I might be okay. I'll wait until the revive, or the overgrowth is finished before I hit the revive. And now let's use it. And yeah, that was easy. I gotta say that backpack value was just a little too much. If you guys are running this base, then consider switching it. Here's a swag totem. Nice and easy. Adrenaline, hello, what's going on? KC Court or GE, I'm on a deal with KC Court. So that's why we are hanging out over there. And Spyro, hello, what's going on? And Nick, hello. Thanks for the follows, guys, I appreciate that. Adrenaline just joined my clan. I wonder if that's you in the chat. It probably is. Just attacked Summit and Name, that's pretty cool. Managed to triple both, I'm sure. Because you're kind of killing it with an off-meta strategy. Here, I'll show this replay. This, he ran yesterday. I did a 99% and a 3-star. I saw him twice yesterday against his base. And it looks like you have Angry Jelly Queen Charge with Super Bowlers. Can you please share me your army so I can screenshot? Yes, I can. I'll show you that after this attack. And if you go to the YouTube side on my channel, like if you join the live stream on YouTube, then it is in the video description, just in case that is more convenient for you. Just in case. I don't have a shortcut enabled, unfortunately. For that, that's something I will take care of quickly. Bro, you attacked Hiroya and tripled and he got revenge from me. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I'll show you what the army looks like. I will say that it needs practice. It's not the kind of army that you can go and crush bases with right away. Although maybe you can. I'm not going to put it past anybody, because this army works great for me. This queen charge was nice. At this point, I'm only worried about, obviously, that triple ice golem CC. When I saw this base yesterday, I destroyed the CC. So I didn't have any issues there. Actually, the 99% I did, I destroyed the revenge tower. And ice golems ended up coming out of the CC because somehow the queen managed to walk in. So I think that did cost me in the end. Your Skywagon got hit by a black airbomb there. But I guess that's one nice thing about the Skywagon at the moment, is that it doesn't decay the HP, similar to like the Flame Flinger or the Siege Barracks. It as long as you keep it safe, like with the Eternal Tome like this, it will never go down until it's done dropping barrels. It's pretty nice. As the lava launcher goes down there. And then just managing this side with the freezes. That was a nice freeze there. Very nice attack. Invis to keep the queen alive, but honestly I think it was swag. That looked like a swag invis. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion there. Swag stun blaster for sure. Nice attack, bro. And here's my army. It's actually a simple composition. There's not a million different ground troops like most ground armies. There's rocket loons, dragons, and dragon riders, and then just a few cleanup troops. And that's it. Cool, let's go for... I'm gonna finish the hits on this account, and then I'm gonna call it good on the stream. This is that base, right? I think that this is Yatta, if I'm not mistaken. This is the base that I just did a 94% on. And essentially, if there's any way I can try to keep my warden alive better, or get some kind of a better angle for the dark orb sooner, I should have better chances to triple. I think that using the dark orb as late as I did made it very difficult. Did get the value there. I missed the Super Wizard Tower actually. Drop my Dragon Riders closer over on this other side. Totem on the Monolith. And let's use a freeze right there. And the Prince, obviously I don't want to forget to use him. Where is he? Come on, Prince. There's the orb. It's a little late. Let's use the overgrowth now. Try to keep the queen alive. And I think I've crushed it this time. This should go through, right? Maybe not. Maybe the approach is just wrong. Yeah, this might not go through. I thought I had it. Potentially, I could have had it if I had done a better interaction here with the rocket loans. Let's just revive the Duke. He's gonna go down quickly, but this approach obviously doesn't work. I've just done it twice now and failed both times. Do you do tutorials on YouTube? I only do live streams. I have a full schedule on my day, and so I don't really have time for editing and whatnot. But I do a lot of hits on my live streams. I do a lot of hits. 91%, and the other I did 94, I think, so I guess it's good for percentage, at least a safe approach, right? I definitely got to figure out a way to triple it, though. Okay, 3 more attacks. This base, let's see. What do I go for here? I obviously have to go for the CC, right? And all this value in the core. So first course of action is to snipe one of those mortars because I want the Duke to go directly into the monolith, and I'll probably assist him with rocket launch. I can see myself using all the rocket launch at the start. So 2 there. Didn't expect actually to see a few Teslas. I guess those Teslas actually helped me out a bit. And regarding the tutorial, by the way, I could post a tutorial, but nothing's gonna help you more than getting real hands-on practice. I'll say that. I did miss the arrow, unfortunately, so I hope that doesn't backfire on me. Could see that happening. This clan is the one that Solomon was in. By the way, we defeated him in the previous CWL. I think I've got an easy triple here. I'm glad that everything at least stayed this way. Let me make sure I can keep my prince alive. He goes to Phoenix. That's not good. Hope I didn't screw it up. The arrow miss obviously made a huge impact. I think that this multi-inferno should go down. And with that should be a triple. There we go, nice and easy, despite a narrow miss. One more, or 2 more. Oh, I just attacked the same guy that missed on me an hour ago. Unfortunately for him. But yeah, this is Solomon's clan. I think they had a tough week against us. And so they are probably competing in Titan 3. Let's go for 2 more hits. What do I go for here? I guess I gotta go for the CC, right? The CC and the multi-inferno. And an early approach into the... it's kind of tough. Early approach into the Giga Bomb. That sweeper makes it a little difficult, but I want to go for this anyway. I have a good feeling it'll work. Just like that. Do have to probably freeze the sweeper maybe once more. Now hopefully everything sticks closely together in this area here. I think this goes through. There's potential that it doesn't. But yeah, those sweepers, having to use both freezes on there just made it so difficult. Tough one. A good base, I gotta say. Good base against this strategy. If potentially the Duke went to the right, there could have been some better chances, especially to assist him with the rocket loons, but it's always RNG, right? Which way he goes, left or right. Always a little bit of RNG. One more attack, and then I'm calling it good on the stream. It sucks after a 320. I have 3 fails today, but it is what it is. I'm happy that the average is still looking quite solid. Okay, interesting. Interesting layout. What I think I'm going to do is hit the CC together with the air bombs. Just like so. I missed those rocket loons. And now let's start the dragons. Might have to drop one more totem here. I've used almost all my totems in that area now. But I did get a nice funnel. That's my last totem. Let's use overgrowth here. Poison. Hopefully not a 1-star, hopefully. Although I think I got it. That orb is forced. There's a chance I got this. That sweeper, man. No! No! That logger, man. Very, very close. 98%. Good base. That setup, man, was just difficult to pull off. I had spent all of my spells over here. Not the best day, I'll be honest. A 280. I hope that the defense can pull through. So far I've got a couple good defenses. So I think as long as I can hit a -270 or better, I should still be in the top 400. I don't know if it's a rank boost, but that's what I think. You got the CVOD family clan in our Titan 3 group. That's unfortunate because those guys are very good. They are highly ranked. Like a few of these guys are like top 1000. 318, 516. This looks like the same guy with a bunch of accounts. 94th, 283, 735. Definitely a lot of high ranked players playing with these CVOD clans, or however you say it. I don't know how to say it. And yeah, that was it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the attacks. There was a lot that came like very close in the end, so I do wish that I was able to optimize those, but Legends 1 is difficult, what can I say? So PNJ Flo, thanks for joining the stream. It was nice to meet you, and everybody else, y'all have a great night, and yeah, take care and peace.